Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, this is Bug Fables, more accurately this is Metal Lake within Bug Fables, and in the last episode we defeated the peacock spider and gained the crystal feather, which is not needed for anything, it's a bounty hunt, it's optional, and it's not meant to be easy, and yet, yeah, we had a decent enough time with it. Today, this over here, which we've had access to this since Chapter 5, but I didn't show it, because when I played through this game for the first time, I didn't find it either until this point. I was not very observant, but welcome to, the fishing village.
To think we missed the settlement during our mission. It's a nice place.
That's why exploring's fun. There's secrets everywhere.
They seem a bit wary. Have we intruded? Now, one thing that I'm not sure of is, I've parked the submarine here. If I were to now go to the Bulgaria pier, would the submarine, I see you over here, would the submarine warp to where we are? I would imagine so, because I could think of a fringe case where, you could park it at Metal Island, use the ant compass to get back, and in this scenario you've not opened the tunnels, so you'd, I explained it on Discord better, here's what I had in mind. In theory, the submarine should warp with us, we will see.
Oh, you found me. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. Take this.
I did not realize you gave me a thing.
Keep this a secret, please.
To think, we missed this settlement. Yeah, you're just not even commenting on this stick insect. Well, I guess we're keeping our word that it's a secret to everyone. Now, who hell you?
Who are you? Where's my brother?
I don't know, Penelope.
Seems this is actually a small village.
They seem a bit wary. Have we intruded? Yes, we've intruded. That's sort of the build-up here. And hey, we've seen the village, now here's the fishing. Ooh, is that in Sierra Razorruggers? Well, hello. Yeah, that's kind of a hint that if we try to leave, well, there's a bit of an issue here.
Hi.
Where did you poachers come from?
My village. What did you do to it?
We didn't do anything. Silence! You will never get away with this!
Yep, it's an optional sort of side mini-boss thing. And he starts with 2 attacks as well. So, hi, hello, Riz. You're the Oxford English Dictionary's word of the year this year, not to date stamp this video or anything.
Please, you must reconsider. Why does everything in Bulgaria get solved with violence? Don't underestimate him, team. Surviving in these lands is no easy task.
Oh, he has 75 HP, I only just noticed that. Well, in that case, I'll do my usual chicanery. But first, give him a little spankety spoodle. Now, as I said, we could actually have done this a while ago. This is, I think, the more remote of the 2 possibilities here. Haha, you can be frozen, and then we could do our usual thing of just stalling things out and healing accordingly, but yes, I'll go into more detail about this in a moment, but remember ages ago when we were approaching the Wasp Kingdom and I said, oh, we could go to the right, but I'm not going to. This is there. So, flashback. Now, there is something to the east, so I don't want to go too far east, he says, going east. I think it's over there? Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that one. There's something around here where I don't want to go too far east because there's something that... It'll make sense later, I promise. Thank you, past me. Right. I think because this is just a regular dude, he's just some guy, you know, he's probably not that resistant to freezing. I recorded this the day after I recorded the last episode, so I still don't know if my theory about freeze resistance is true or not. Well, whatever. It's a cornerstone of my strategy, and, you know, it works until it doesn't. We will love until it's not on a killing spree in white, eyes like broken Christmas lights. I never went through a Panic at the Disco phase, but I did discover them later in life. Not that that's relevant to anything. I mean, I would say, yes, you know, I've been voicing this guy like Jared Leto. First of all, Jared Leto is 30 Seconds to Mars and not Panic at the Disco. Second, I've been voicing him like Roberto the Stabby Robot from Futurama, because recently I've been I started binge watching all of Futurama a while ago, and then I stopped during the season that was just a load of like 4 consecutive like TV movies. I hate all the American terminology I'm using in this statement, but the one where it's like 4 back-to-back, like 4 episodes strung together to make one continuous narrative. I sort of dropped off during that, and I came back to it a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm all caught up, including the series that's on Hulu. So that's why that's fresh in my head. You have just no freeze resistance whatsoever. I could show how you attack, and instead I am just being the laziest noodle. And it's kind of hilarious to me. Like, this is the logical extreme of my nonsense strategy. Like, I could be using so much more TP than I am. All I'm doing is the same cycle over and over again until it stops working, and I just realized as well. Ah, there we go, it's finally stopped working. He still has the double attack buff from the start of the battle. This was just buffoonery. Okay, you deceived me there. What? You've buried something, and it will attack me in 2 turns. 1, 2, 2 turns. We're goopy, and that for some reason means we can't use TP. Well, not that V is a TP user. You still have to. Do you just always have 2 turns? Is that your thing? I disapprove. I kind of feel like I should probably use Leaf to dig up whatever that attack is. So, we'll see if this works again. Okay, we're at that point now. I see. I'll learn my methods. Again, you've deceived me. Stop burying things! Okay, well, I can't do that, so fine, I can't aim for it anyway. Alright, well, that's... My lesson has been astrundicated. I talk with words. Okay, well, you know what? I deserve this. This is karma for how I've been conducting this battle up to this point. The first half of this was an absolute joke, and it probably really shouldn't be, because, realistically, okay, the one time I'm mentally prepared for you to do your flippy woodle, you don't. Oh, and it's also a sleepy slew. Sentences. But yeah, like, diegetically, this guy really is just protecting his home? Well, I keep assuming he, which I'm feeling increasingly bad about, but, you know, like, if we could just converse instead of fighting, everything would be cool and lovely, but in the absence of that, you know, once again, this guy's kind of in the right. Also, you can sort of see, when he buries those bombs, they do actually have, like, bombs in them, so one of them had a poison bomb, one of them had a sleep bomb, or numb, you can see ahead of time what the attack is going to be if you're paying close attention. Not that it matters, but yeah, you know, we did just sneak attack from behind, so this is kind of on us.
No! The village! Listen, we truly meant you no harm. I mean, we kind of jump-scared you, but forgive us, Dad, we didn't know you were here.
Yeah, sorry.
Then you're not poachers?
Nope.
Huh. My bad. It's been tense with so many wasps about.
Do we look like wasps?
It's only my family and me here. We don't see many others. I assumed the worst. My bad, fam. It's all right. Forgive us for the smacking. What do you want, then?
We really just wanted to look around, maybe help a bit.
For a price?
Definitely nothing evil. I'm aware that it sounds like the beetle doth protest too much when I word it that way, but sincerely. Well, okay then. I'll let my family know of your arrival. Please don't disturb us, though.
So, yeah. You can approach him from the front, and you still fight him. You know, the fact that we jump-scared him from behind has nothing to do with the battle. That's a battle either way, but yeah, this little hoppity-hoodle over here, this brings us back to that, is it really a T-junction? It's more of a Y-junction, but just to give some perspective as to where we are. Yeah, there's jumping spiders and... Wow, I just realized I voiced so hard I managed to get a substantial glob of spittle on my computer screen. lovely. But, yeah, here is that room where you need to do a load of platforming to get across, and surely you have some perspective as to where we are now. But I had a good friend of mine do an entirely separate run-through of the game just so that I can show you what happens if you do approach him from the front. So, here's what that looks like, I guess.
Halt! Who goes there? This is private property. Leave!
Whoa, chill out. We're just walking around.
I won't say it twice. I'll protect this land. Get out! Excuse me, we come in peace. We're simply exploring the forest. I warned you. If you won't leave, I'll drive you out.
Whatever, you're probably hiding treasure or something.
I knew it. Poachers!
Way to go, V.
Oh, wait, we're not poachers.
So, yeah, either way, you end up in a little bit of a fight. And hey, you'll talk to us now.
Hey, you're from the big sad city, right? Well, no, but we've been there, young lass. Really? Is it true there's a big sweet baker?
There's a baker. Same thing, probably.
Cool. You know, Bro brings us food every day, even if Dad fishes. But it's super salty. I wish I could eat some sweets, like a nutty cake. Say nothing more, you precious child. We'll get it.
Well, for like 10 berries.
Well, sure. I actually did want to go to Defiant Route anyway. So, just to err on the side of caution, I'm going to go and park this at the pier. But, I have business in Defiant Route anyway, so I will meet you over there just as soon as I can park my boat. Actually, before we get all the way there, just one thing I want to point out at this moment in time. This chap who previously just sort of warps us from the ant mines to the Ant City Plaza, there are a few more shortcuts now open to us. So there's Ant City Plaza for free, the front of Snake's Den for 5 berries, the pier for 8 berries, and Patton's Hut, which as you may recall is at the very beginning of the Forsaken Lands, for 10 berries. So nothing right now, but it's good to know that that's there. Now then, Defiant Route, which it always feels like it should be this symbol, this one here with the berry, but no, that's the Golden Settlement. We're going to Defiant Route, and it has the Bee Kingdom logo because the Bee Kingdom is like right there. You know, the Bee Kingdom logo. But yes, we do have other business here as well, as you may recall. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes.
Oh, my friends, welcome to T&W's. You're getting a special deal from us. 7 berries a night.
That's fine, I healed up at home on the way back here for free, so how is everything?
I'm so grateful we met. We're doing great. I really missed my room. I left something nice for you.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Keep on trucking, you two. Sin's got its smile back.
I'm not going to ask for a reward this time. I guess it's fine.
I'm happy for them. Some do get their friends back.
It'll be okay. Let's rest up. Well, we don't need to, but yeah. So that is the T&W Inn for Tin and Wade, or T-Y-N-N, which, like, the fact that it's T-Y-N something and then a second word that begins with W, law book, by the way, just makes you think of Tyne and Weir, which is the name of the county I live in. Now, we have quite a bit of business while we're here in Defiant Route, actually. So, oh, you're here with your umbrella, you're still having a fantastic time. We want to head to the Mercantile District, and yeah, we need you to come over here anyway. So first of all, just a little bit of inventory management. So first of all, I bought a long leg summoner off screen, by the way. So if my berry count is inconsistent, that's why. It cost me 16 berries. We'll need it for something in the next episode. I'm gonna put the cold salad and dark cherries away for now. And I also want to take out the shock candy that I made a while ago, assuming I still have it. I'm keeping track of these in my spreadsheets. Now, I don't remember the recipe for a nutty cake, and I want to make one rather than buy it so that it's in our inventory, but first of all, though, I want to get this bag of flour. We'll need plenty of these if we want to get all the recipes anyway, which I intend to do, but first of all, we're going to cook with 2 ingredients. First of all, the bag of flour that I just bought, and also a numbnail dart. I'm acting mysterious about this, but it's something that we literally we were informed of in the previous episode, which is to say, We need this for the guy who has trouble sleeping over in there. It's a drowsy cake, which you can just straight up buy outside the Golden Settlement, but again, I want to complete our completion. Now, I would imagine it's a bag of flour and a hard seed. Do I have a hard seed on? I'm not going to finish that thought. I got 90% of the way there. Okay, a bit more inventory management then. Right, so first of all, I'm going to put a squash away because... In fact, I'll just put away all of my squirreshes, it's fine. And the sleep bomb, because when am I going to use that? And to take... I would like to take out a hard seed. This makes sense to me, and I'm probably going to be wrong, and then I'll be upset about it. So all being well, bag of flour, hard seed. I mean, it's the nuttiest thing I can think of, and we're trying to make a cake, so in my head it makes sense. Please, please. Nutty cake, sure enough, there you go. You are welcome. So that's that all squared away, and we did also have someone else who wanted our attention here in Defiant Root. And again, this was set up in the previous episode. And actually, while we're here, I happen to notice there is one more. Huh. Well, I already fought a bunch of them, so I'm probably going to... Well, I'm assuming that this is beat 10 instances of them rather than run into 10 of them on the overworld. Because, like, if you run into one in the overworld, there might be 2 in the actual battle. So I'm hoping that it counts like the latter and the former. Anyway, Esau.
Dr. Esau, doing well? Why, yes. That permit. You saw my request?
Yep, we'd like to hear more about your miracle cure.
You see, I've been studying Bulgaria's flora and their properties for many moons now. I found a combination that should heal any illness.
Wow, that's a berry maker right there.
V, don't be American about this.
What's in America?
No, my hope is to be able to offer cheap treatment.
What?
You are a noble soul. If only 100% of the real world was like that instead of just most of it, I would gladly lend you my strength. Thanks.
We're assuming the missing ingredient's not going to be easy to get.
Have you all heard of Snake Mouth Den?
Gee, I wonder. Yes, we're very familiar with its depths.
Excellent. Although the white Sophie petal I seek actually grows over the den itself, I hear. I haven't found a way to reach that high place.
So we should try to get really high. Up.
Leave it to us.
With V's flight, there's nowhere we can't reach. I'll be counting on you. Don't get hurt.
Now, full disclosure, I'm not doing that in this episode, but that is a thing I will be doing, honestly, in the next episode, actually. Next port of call, or indeed port of call. First of all, I want to see if I can... I was going to sort of fly onto the bridge in the middle and then back around, but no, you could just fly straight across. Well, that's a time saver, but yes. On the subject of V's ability to fly... is it? No, it's not this. I always overshoot. We're looking for the room where we first came to Defiant Root, the traveling salespeople caravan was attacked. And I don't have this place memorized. It was this room, I remember that rock formation. Go away. You get what you deserve. We're going to need to fly over this bit of sand, which we couldn't do previously because, obviously, V wasn't... Well, V was able to fly, she was just too lazy to. And up here, we have a mound. And inside the mound, we find a crystal berry. So, that's cool and good. Next up, we want to head back to the medal menu, clearly, to the termite capital. I'll just meet you there. Goodbye. And we're back, or should I say, hello. You there, I got you the thing. I have the goods. I have the hookup.
Yes, but wait, what if I eat one of those and oversleep? Look, it's what you wanted. You can't just ask for more stuff in the same job. But I cannot miss work. Wait, I know. I heard there's a way to make some shocking candy with electric stuff and flour.
I think you can use a different ingredient. What I used, just to recap, was a bag of flour and an agaric shroom, which I believe you can buy right there in Defiant Root, but I had one on hand anyway, but there might be other ingredients, I don't remember. Are you sure that's safe to consume?
Wait, both this cake and the shocking thing. Maybe. I'll be able to sleep for 1 second and be shocked awake right after.
Are you a Pokemon NPC? Because that's the kind of logic they employ.
That doesn't make any sense.
We'll see what we can do about that. Please wait a little more.
In fact, wait no seconds, we have the shocking thing. It's shock candy. I had no plans when I made that. I forgot that we needed it for this, but hey, convenient.
That looks good. I'll try this right when I go to bed. So, will you give us the reward or not?
All India Radio, correct or not?
Yes, thanks. It's not much, but it might help you.
A TP plus medal.
I don't have the medal points for it right now. I hope my work efficiency improves after this. Maybe I will finally get that promotion.
Heavens, we hope they don't promote you into more work.
I'm so worried.
Well, that was that. And if you were paying attention to my footnotes in the previous episode, I did change my mind about the seedling hunt quest. So since we're in the area, I will deal with you in the next episode. And since we're in the area, we may as well drop by, I believe it was the middle floor of the bomb shop? But as I was saying earlier, when we were fighting Riz, you could sort of see, like, he put a sleep bomb into one of his drilly things. There was one of these in one of the drilly things. You can kind of, if you can read the screen, then you'll live. Boomer will live. It's you in the room that's on my left and Kabu's right, because Kabu is always right. But yes, as I thought, this is just beat a bunch of seedlings, then check in.
Hello, you're the champions in the End Kingdom, aren't you? And you're the seedling guy, right? You're in super luck!
Who said that? There are only 2 of you in this room.
We were fighting seedlings for ages! Seedlings have so many variations, too many for me to research on my busy schedule. So, I want you to gather some data on their behaviors for me. Don't worry though, it's easy. Just defeat them in battle, and your experiences should write themselves. I'd like to have data of 50 seedling individuals. Any species of them will do.
So, that is seedlings, acornlings, plumplings, flowerlings, golden seedlings, underlings, and the rest.
Once you have that, talk to me and I will give you your reward.
Sounds simple enough. Let's go and trample them. Much like with the bandit quest, and I think the water strider quest that we picked up in this episode, as long as you've done this since starting your save file, it counts.
50. So much for islands.
Oh, already done. Excellent. This seems to be enough data for me to study these seedlings. Thank you. Take this as a token of my appreciation. I made it during my spare time. I'm sure it'd be very helpful on your quest.
Seedling Affinity Medal. Increases chances of finding special things.
I knew those seedlings would be good for something someday. Once again, thank you.
Now, I think defeating them using the Bug Me Not medal does not count towards that. I could be wrong. Now, Seedling Affinity. We have 1 medal point. We may as well use it. Specifically, it increases the chances of encountering a golden seedling in battle. It doesn't increase it by much. It's something like a 1% chance bumped up to like a 2.5% chance, but that's still increased odds. Now, it's a good thing that we picked that up right now because, well, we're going to be going somewhere where there are a lot of seedlings anyway. Namely, well, I believe we were told at some point. I was hoping that would just straight up give us a golden seedling just for demonstration's sake, but we were told at some point that there's a place that we've yet to visit where seedlings like to gather. And I think you can probably use V's fly to get over here, but in my mind it's locked behind ice rain, so I shall treat it as such. But this path back here has been in the background since the beginning of our adventure, and surprise, you can come back here, and you need to come back here. But there's a save crystal and a small room.
What a nice clearing. Perfect for a picnic. Team, up ahead!
Whoa, that's a huge seedling!
We should think really hard before pressing forward. On that note, I shall save. So you remember Peacock Island? It's like that all over again, but without the mini micro dungeon. You just have to solve the puzzle it is coming over here, and, well, they've already spoiled it for me. Up ahead, there's a giant seedling. Hi. And yep, this is another bounty hunt, another optional boss, and you appear to be carrying, my good sir. Once again, Leaf in the front, so you know what? Leaf, you have the honor of spying on the Seedling King. Oh dear, a king-sized seedling. Hey, V, can we keep it? What? No. But it keeps spawning mini seedlings. It's a cuteness factory. All right. Let's try to keep the small ones at bay while we defeat this one. Now, in my mind, it should be weak to ice in general, 74 HP, so it can't even afford the trombones. I feel like it should have little in the way of resistance to freeze, so let's just do this again. Surely. Now, this, it's been such a long time coming. This, I believe, is Chuck's ace card when we were doing the Card Masters of Bulgaria thing. This is the boss card that he had that I censored out, because, I mean, he lives in the nearby area, it makes sense that he'd have it, so... yeah, and now we have that card as well. Are you really going to let me get away with this twice in one episode? I mean, it doesn't feel all that... it is super effective, though. It does feel a little bit, like... I think my cheapness is justified because I don't trust myself to consistently get the action command perfect. Anyway, as you can tell, what with it being plant-based and weak to ice, this is probably intended to be the first super boss that you actually go out of your way to fight. I can't speak for every Bug Fables player ever, by any means. I did that in the wrong order. Or did I? Yeah, no, I did that wrong. I was too busy presenting. I don't want to, like, presume too much because I'm recording this just after watching Chugga Conroy's latest episode of Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, and in that he's like, oh, you'll never guess that Chimecho's body is blue, and I'm like, no, I find that extremely obvious. I don't know why you're thinking that it would be pink. So I won't even begin to pretend to presume how you might be playing. But it feels like most people... okay, first of all, do your attack, by all means. I was like a frame too late. And now you have two! Well, good. I feel like most people will encounter Peacock Island first, because that's meant to be the last one. Like, we have access to all of the super bosses now. And that's the one that's most, like, plopped right in front of you at any given time. Whereas this, you sort of have to remember that it's here, and, you know, I mean, it took me a while to find it when I was playing for myself, because I never thought to come over here. Ooh, a taggy berry. Oh, an underling. A taggy berry that turns into an acorning. Stop that. What do you mean, down? I disapprove of this. How dare you? Rude. Well, fine. I'm going to dash through because I deserve this. I deserve to treat myself to some expenditure. Okay, yeah, go Astala bye-bye, see if I give a 12. I could use this turn to clear them all out. I'm gonna do it. One of them went underground anyway, and Leaf, you can dig it up. It'll save us on the TP, I suppose. Now, there is another super boss that I could foresee someone running into... oh, Cactiling, that's another species that exists. I'm always like a frame too late on super blocking that, I feel like. I'm just so careless. But, you know, Kabu just dash through again. It's fine. This isn't that difficult, it's mostly just a war of attrition. Or indeed a war of nutrition. No. Anyway, there is another super boss that is much easier to bumble into by accident, and I have been deliberately avoiding it because it is far and away the hardest one. We'll get to that in due course. Not anytime soon, because me being me, I want to put it off for as long as possible, but be aware that it exists. Oh dear. Stop that. Hey, we lived. I'm at 1 HP, but I lived. Now, can we? Because you don't have any defense, so... yeah, I could. I could use some TP, but this is going to be super effective. Oh. I thought it would do 3 damage, and then I'd have Chompy take you out, but even better. So, as was the case with the Peacock Spider, in defeating this, we get another crystal object. A crystal fruite. And... no further... hi, Chompy. Did you forget you were here? With that now done, seedlings, I believe, will start spawning in here next time we reload the area, I think? which sort of makes this a good place to grind up for the possibility of encountering a golden seedling, which I will want to do for 2 reasons. I'm not going to do it now, I want it to be known that that is a thing that exists, and obviously having the seedling affinity medal makes it more likely to run into one, but, well, it was worth a try. I'm assuming that if the game has decided that there's a golden seedling in that battle, I'll take that. Yeah, no, we need to heal. I'm assuming that the game, if you run into a seedling and, like, the game decides there's a golden seedling when it rolls for the battle, so the Bug-Me-Not medal shouldn't interfere, is my thinking. I could be wrong, I don't know. I'm not that caught up in the idea of fighting one right now anyway, but if you fight a golden seedling, obviously you can get it for your spy cards deck, and then also, defeating them, I believe, always drops a tangy berry for free. But it's something I can go back for at some point later down the line. It is really no huge deal. For now, though, I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. In the next episode, we're going to head into Snakemouth Den because, well, we have business to attend to there. But not right away. There is someone else who wants to speak to us about that, so in the next episode we'll meet up with them and deal with that. Well, see you then, I guess. Bye-bye.